enjoy Jurassic Park.
All right, so, we like to go deep here on the deep dive into all sorts of things.
Do.
And, one thing I think we both have in common is a love of pinball.
Absolutely a classic.
So I was really excited. You sent me this material about this Data East Jurassic Park machine.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's, a really cool choice for a deep dive.
Yeah, I mean, what's not to love about Jurassic Park?
Right, exactly. And this is a game that came out in 1993.
That's right. Same year as the movie. And I mean, everybody, I remember I was, 10 years old when that movie came out? Yeah, it was huge.
I mean, everybody was obsessed with dinosaurs.
Well, totally. I mean, I think... So to have a pinball machine?
That's when I really got into pinball, actually, was that era, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, I loved it.
Yeah, so, and the thing I noticed immediately, and I wonder if this is something that you noticed too, was that the back glass of this machine, it actually says Jurassic Park.
It does, yeah, with a K. With a K. Yeah, so is that like a bootleg, or is that...
No, it's an officially licensed machine. It's just Data East. They were a little quirky sometimes.
Well, I mean, was it just a mistake, or was it...
Well, some people think it was a licensing thing. Maybe they couldn't use the actual spelling for some reason, or, maybe they thought it'd be funny. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes it memorable.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's for sure. So, I know that Data East wasn't quite as big as some of the other pinball manufacturers, like, Bally or Williams.
Right. Yeah, they weren't around for as long either.
Right.
But they definitely made some really cool games.
Yeah, I mean, what would you say, sets them apart from those other manufacturers?
Well, I think they really embraced licensed themes even more than the other companies.
Okay.
They did a lot of games based on movies and TV shows.
Uh-huh.
And they were also really innovative with their technology,
Yeah.
They were one of the first companies to use digitized speech in their games.
Oh, wow.
Which was a big deal back then.
Yeah.
Like their RoboCop game, for example, was amazing for that,
So did they do that with Jurassic Park too?
Oh, yeah. You've got all the, classic lines from the movie and the T-Rex roars and all that.
Yeah.
Really adds to the atmosphere.
So, I mean, speaking of the T-Rex, there's a big T-Rex head on the playfield that tries to eat the ball.
Right. Yeah.
Is that mostly for show, or does that actually affect the gameplay?
Oh, no, it definitely affects the gameplay. I mean, it can send the ball flying in all sorts of crazy directions.
Oh.
And it's really cool looking too,
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of what you want from a Jurassic Park pinball machine, right?
Exactly. You got to have that sense of danger.
Yeah. So for people who haven't played this machine, what's the gameplay actually like?
It's a pretty fast-paced game.
Okay.
There's a lot of ramps and loops and targets to shoot for. There's also a couple of cool modes you can activate, like the Raptor Pit and the T-Rex encounter.
Okay, cool.
And it's a pretty challenging game too.
Yeah.
Which makes it all the more satisfying when you hit a good shot or rack up a high score.
So is this a machine that you would say appeals mostly to Jurassic Park fans, or would you say that this is a good game even if you're not?
Oh no, I think it's a great game even if you're not a huge Jurassic Park fan. The gameplay is solid enough to stand on its own.
Right.
But the theme definitely adds to the fun factor.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you're a fan of the movie.
So if someone comes across one of these machines in the wild, what advice would you give them?
I mean, first of all, check to make sure it says Jurassic Park.
Right, of course.
And then just, put in your quarters and have fun. It's a really fun game.
Yeah, well, I think that's a great place to wrap up our deep dive into the Data East Jurassic Park pinball machine.
It's a classic.
So if you happen to find yourself in front of one of these machines, maybe at your local arcade or, pizza place or something like that, give it a try. You might just set a new high score.
You never know.
And with that, we'll wrap up this episode of The Deep Dive.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll catch you next time.
See you later.
Bye.